Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to have a go at making some texture paste, but we'll do that in a minute, and I'll show you my Friday book haul and secondhand Sunday. First up, alright, I got this cool The Night Before Christmas book. So it's a little book, but I couldn't find a year in it, but it says gifted in 78, and it's a cute little vintage Christmas book, which I'll put in my Christmas collection. So I thought that was cute. There's The Adventures of Catkin and Codlin, Christopher Cricket and Benjamin Bumble, written and illustrated by D.H. Gilmore. And I thought this was an interesting book. It was gifted in 78, and I didn't think I did see a 77. And I thought this could look nice if you do a bee journal, because there's lots of little bees and some nice coloured illustrations plus black and white. I just thought some of those illustrations look really cute. And then that story's about the cricket. That's a cute one. Yeah, so that's that one. I found this book, loved the cover. Straight away I was drawn to the cover. It's a photo album, and no one's ever used it, and it's got these vellum type pages and then a thick page, I guess, so you could stick your photo on it, and it's just all blank. I thought, wow, I have to do something special with that. Don't know what yet, but I'll think of something. So yeah, I was drawn to the cover first up. Just beautiful. Alright, my next book was this big book, The Wonder Garden, by Nat Williams. And I was drawn to this book by the pictures. They were so different. I didn't see a year in here, but it's not an old book. It's quite new. The pages are really thick, and I think if you were doing a glue book or a a collage type thing, it would be pretty cool. So there's a rainforest section. The Great Barrier Reef. Great Barrier Reef. That's an American shell. I guess it didn't say Australia, but anyway. Aren't they beautiful? I found one of these big shells when we were going around Australia. And one of these balers in the desert. It's really different. Look at that, from the forest. Sorry if my light's reflecting on that. Just even like little pictures like that in the bottom. It's hard to get it all on camera, it's that big. The Himalayas. index. So yeah, I thought that was something different. The Wonder Garden. Right, next book is this, Herbs and Spices. A Magna colour guide for herbs and spices. And I think this was the 80s or the 90s, 95. It's got some nice illustrations in here. Nice sized pages too. So that's that one, Herbs and Spices. And my last book is this one, Mother. It's not an old book, but the reason I picked this up, and I know it says Mother, and I'm going to say my brother, but my brother is a geologist, and he loves all these, you know, anything to do with rocks. You give him a rock and he'll tell you what it is. And that's why I picked this up. And look, I come from a family of fossickers. When I was young, my dad would take my brothers and us out fossicking. So my dad's lounge room is just full of rocks, agates, all sorts of things. So I couldn't leave this book on the shelf. Even if you just fussy cut some of these and put them on pages, they're just absolutely beautiful. Look, that's vellum, that one. You can see through that. Look at the agate there. And I know all the words talking about a mother. So if you're doing this for a guy, you'd have to cut it up. Or just put something over the words. There's another piece of vellum. That's beautiful. But just, these would be good cut off, and you could use them as a tuck spot and things like that. They're just beautiful. Pieces of agate. There's another piece of vellum. Crystals. More agates. Another piece of gorgeous vellum. Crystals. We found some crystals like that when we were in Melbourne. Another piece of vellum. How beautiful is that? It's so hard to see on camera how beautiful that vellum is. Look at the pages, but they've got that gold tint on the edges as well. I'll just show you a bit more of this. Another piece of vellum. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to have to make a journal for my brother. He would love it. And the chrysoprase, not the chrysoprase, what's that called? Amethyst. Is it amethyst? No, not this. I've got a ring that's chrysoprase and it's green. That's a piece of sea glass. Vellum. It's just beautiful, this book. Another piece of vellum. I don't know whether you can, let me put it on the edge here. Can't really see, you can just see my hand underneath it. Another piece of vellum. You can see my hand more under that one. That's gorgeous. Yeah, I come from a family of rockhounds, so I know all about it. Know all about it. Wow, another piece of vellum. I had a quick just flick through it in the op shop as you do, and then you just put it under your arm and keep looking, but I hadn't looked this deep into it. It's just beautiful. Even these are cool to put on something. Just beautiful. Another piece of vellum. Look at that vellum. It's gorgeous. Wow. Oh, look at that piece of vellum. How beautiful is that? It's so hard to see how pretty they is on camera. So there's heaps of beautiful things in this book. Blue vellum. Wow. Wow. Yeah, and that's the name of it. So that was my book haul. Only a small book haul today. I ended up finding two pretty cool buckles, which would look cool on a journal cover. I got a huge bag of all this for, I think it was $3. Look how much of it all this series. Oh, all this lace. I don't know what you call that. I think they used to crochet coat hangers with that sort of stuff. So there's some of that, a little bit more of that colour. Yeah. It's got red and blue on it. There's some red and, pink and green of this. This has got wire in the end of it, which I would probably take out to use it. But it's like the organza stuff. Some more of that lace in red and blue. Then there was a heap of this ribbon with the organza and the ribbon. Oh, it was just all shoved in one big bag. Heap of that. Then there was that ribbon, some pink, some really dusty, pretty pink ribbon, plus the darker one there. They were nice coloured ribbons. And then all this was old elastic. This has gone a bit, how do you do? Given up the ghost a bit, but it's quite pretty still. I mean, in the way of elastic, you wouldn't put it on your knickers, put it that way. And then there's this. That's elastic too. It's still pretty stretchy actually. And there's that one. This one, look at that pin in it. That one's quite cute. Then there was a big heap of black. A couple of different sorts of black. And there was a flesh coloured one. Red and black one. A brown one, cream one, and this one. Yeah, that one's given up. That one's given up the job too. But anyway, I thought that was interesting for like $3, all that. When you'd pay heaps in the shop for that. Oh, there's another bit there for all that sort of stuff. It's just, it's worth having a look in the op shop for all that type of thing, because ribbons and laces and that is so expensive. Alright, I got this really long doily runner. And remember what I said in the last, I think it was in the last video, whatever you find that's crocheted has been crocheted by hand. This would have taken someone ages and ages. I mean, I'm a crocheter and I can crochet fairly fast, but it still takes me a long time to get a project done. So when you find a piece of crochet, think about that. Just remember that it's all been done by hand. Somebody has sat there one little loop at a time. Not like knitting, it can be done on a machine. This was another runner that I found that was quite pretty. You could put that one on a book. I've still got the little plastic tag thing on it. Book cover or whatever, that's what I got it for, book covers. And I found some napkins that were quite pretty. That one. And that one. It's got a really pretty little flower on it. And it's a doily. A doily. These are all like 50 cents. I think she gave me those round doilies and that and all these napkins were $1. I paid 50 cents for that. Yeah. And there's that one. Oh, I showed you that one. I've just ironed these ones, that's all, because I was going to scan them. Nice, what do you call it? Pastel colours, these. If you put them all together, they look quite pretty pastely. There's a nice yellow one. And then this retro placemat, which I've just given a wash. I don't think I can get all the stains out, but I love the pattern on that. Alright, I think that's all. Oh, we went to Spotlight. I got this stamp set because I really love the key and the lock on that. I got this pack of Gumnut Friends paper by May Gibbs, and it's got some beautiful gumnut baby prints. The pattern's quite small. I wish they'd had the bigger one. I don't know whether it even came in the big one. So yeah. And what else? I think that's all. I think that's all I got in the way of that type of thing. So what I want to experiment with today is to make my own texture paste. I've been looking around on the internet and oh, hang on, I'll show you this before I go making the texture paste. I've been fiddling around with some little fabric flowers, and I made this little fabric pom-pom. So maybe in an upcoming video I'll show you how I made this little pom-pom out of fabric. So that's just on my weather journal. Right. Alright, so what I've got is some just really cheap PVA glue, some white acrylic paint, and in the video that I seen they used baby powder. Some of them used what's that other powder called? Oh, some of them used baking soda, and they reckoned that was a bit gritty, and other people used baby powder. But I had some leftover tapioca flour and it's quite fine, so I thought I'd give that a go today. So don't follow my measurements. I'm just going to squirt it in here and see how we go. See how it makes up. Is he being naughty?
Oh, it's getting hot and starting to
Yeah, it is getting really hot. It's very, very, very humid here. Okay, we'll put the white paint in. Put some tapioca flour. This is how I like to cook too. I don't measure much. And give that a stir and see how we go. Wow. I think it needs a bit. I need to put a little bit of paint in it, I think. And don't take any of my measurements to heart or whatever. There's plenty of other videos you can look at out there. See if it'll work for you. Just want to get this pasty texture. Probably not using the best thing to stir this. It's a bit. Yeah, that'll go. I'm not sure whether that might be a bit too runny. Seems to spread nice when you go like that along the edge, so it might be okay. I just put a tiny little bit more. Oh, that was a little bit too much. I looked at the price of the texture paste, and here it was like $20 for a tub, and I was like, do I want to pay that? That might work better. So I thought, well, why not give it a go? Give it a go. I reckon this can last quite a few months in an airtight container. All right. Let's put all these back on that. I've still got a lot of each of that left, so that would make more. Now, let's get a piece of paper and test this out. I'm going to test it out on, well, I can test it out on a bit of tea-dyed paper. And I've got a card there that I made. Let's pop out the stencil. All right, let's give this a go. My texture paste. Some people said the baking soda was quite gritty, but I haven't had anything to compare it with, so let's give it a go. It spreads really nice. Oh, wow. You see the texture on that? That turned out really nice. All right, let's give it a go on one of my tags that I made. Oh, that come out nice. And it doesn't feel gritty at all. So I'm really happy how that's turned out. I've got a jar here. I'll scrape it all into my jar and see how long it lasts in there. There's a lot there, a lot. I probably could have made even a smaller amount. I'll have to get texture paste, won't I? But hey, it's worked, and we'll see what it's like when it's dry. Maybe I'll show you in another video when it's dry how it came out. I'm sure my ratios are all out, but does it matter? Doesn't matter. Looks like icing. There we go. 1 bottle of texture paste for next to nothing. I think the glue was $1, $1 or $2. Oh, it might have been a little bit dearer than that at Spotlight, but you can get that Elmer's really cheap. This was only $1 something, and the tapioca flour I had in my cupboard. So yeah, I'll have to give this a go on my projects. I can see that's already drying. That there. Wow. That's pretty cool. Alright. If you're new here, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and press that bell button to get notifications. If you want to join in with the Friday book haul and the secondhand Sunday, put a hashtag in front and put it in your description. It's an open collaboration with Nat Williams. I'll put all her links below and you can see everybody else who has joined in on this. Yeah, I sent a message to one lady. I think it was called the Purple Outhouse. Yeah, I found some books that she might like, and I left her a message, but she hasn't got back to me. So if that's you, pop under and have a look at that message and see if you'd like some of last week's books that I found. All right. Well, I'll catch you soon. I'll show you how to make that pom-pom too, that fabric pom-pom. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.